conversation because my car broke down the first time I was trying to come up here. But we made it up here. We was a little overheating or whatever, but we here. Justin, what's going on, man? It's been a long time since we had a conversation, man.
I ain't seen you in a minute, my dog. You can hear me good?
Yeah,
man. How you doing?
You can bring the mic down, bring it closer to you,
All right, cool.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, my dog?
Man, I already told you, man. I'm above ground. I can't complain about nothing, man. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
I like
here.
that for you, man. I like that phrase too.
Hey,
above ground. Hey, every day is a 10 when you're above ground.
Every day is a 10 when you're above ground, man. So listen, we had to come together for this conversation because, of course, I remember you from seeing you on Facebook on Garrett, and then you started you started the detailing business, and then you started adding more services, and then you added the speaking engagements, then you added the book. Catch me up, man.
Get you up.
What's been going on?
Well, I mean, the detailing business, that's 9 years in right now. I would say with my book, Keep Your Colors, I would say we coming up on the 2nd anniversary.
Oh, wow.
And then the speaking, I would say it fall in line with the book. So I say about a year and a half in.
You seem like such a cool, chill guy. What got you into speaking? You seem like you ain't even the type to.
Man, listen. All right, let me tell y'all how God work, right? So I didn't even think I was the type. You feel me? But something like when I wrote my book is, if God gives you that nudge to do something, and if He keeps nudging you, keep making you, you know what I'm saying, think about it in different ways, like, you just got to do something. So speaking was one of those things too. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I've been running from it. Hubby.
Running for what?
I've been running because I feel like I knew that was my next level, but I also feel like I wasn't ready. In my head, I'm thinking I wasn't ready, you know what I'm saying? But the whole time, the plate that God laid down, He's telling me that I'm ready. So I'll say, man, listen, when I drop my book, I'm not gonna lie. When I drop my book, detailing, my book was the biggest blessing and curse. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you, because the day I dropped my book was the day I had the most anxiety in my life. And it was because I didn't intend, I wouldn't say I wasn't intend, but like me being an author and me putting it out there, I didn't know it was gonna get the response it got, you feel me? And when they got the response that they got, it showed me that you really started another business. I didn't mean to start another business, you know what I'm saying? I didn't look at it like that. Like somebody might say, well, duh, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it wasn't that, you feel me? So I already had the detailing rolling and still trying to get that, structured. You go through the things with the employee systems, X, Y, Z. So I'm still trying to do that. So I basically birthed something else at that time. So me birthing something else, man, I would say the identity started to, do a little something.
Yeah, Grammy, you're pretty old, you know.
Louie.
Oh, Grammy babies, life is about colors. It's simple. The reds, the oranges, the yellows, and the greens. Use your eyes and you will see that there are plenty of colors in between. Colors shine bright if you let them. For the happiness of you and I, don't ever lose your colors.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll say I'm really just getting acclimated to handling both, but during the time of adjusting, it was rough.
How did you even get into that? When did the idea actually come to you to do the book?
So most people know me for detailing, and I would say most people, if they pay attention, they know Snatchy, and they follow Snatchy, which is my mascot, XYZ. So I already knew somewhere down the line I wanted to brand them for kids. I didn't know it was going to be a book though, That's one of those things that God dropped with me to write a book. And more specifically, it being Keep Your Colors. I remember I was at a client detailing. I knew he dropped on me to write a book, but I still didn't know what to write about. So I remember it was yesterday. It was one of my Saturday maintenance clients, and I pulled up on her, and one of the I'll say one of the things that I continue to like peep with people since I was younger, and that's basically as we get older, we start to lose our vibrancy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that theme just continuing to play on my life in that moment when I was doing that cards, like keep your colors, you know. So that's how that came about. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'll say for the most part, the author, like you said just now, like you wouldn't see me as a speaker. Like I told you, I wouldn't see myself as a speaker too. But sometimes, man, God gonna call us to do things that we don't even, you know, see that we supposed to do. And even in this frame, I still don't know exactly how to go about that. But I think one of the things that that brought a little bit of light to this year was like surrendering to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think when we go through things, that's God trying to get our attention about something. And it gets so crazy because we won't even know like exactly what it is. And I knew this year was a cleansing. You know what I'm saying? Like the old ways I used to think, the ego, everything associated with like me in the past, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's what got me to this point, but a different me had to be birthed to get me to where God would take me at. And I think I was fighting that for a long time. I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
Well, I mean, what made you actually say, well, you know what, I'm gonna stop getting in my own way. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I need to do, because that's a big step. That's not easy. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do as a black man. That's not easy to do as a black man who owns his own business that he started from the ground up.
Yeah.
So what made you say like, you know what, I'm gonna just do what I need to do?
You talking about an aspect of like the book or in like this chapter?
The book and this chapter. Really more so this chapter, because I really want to get into that.
Yeah,
we
so
can start with the book.
I say the theme of me, if anybody could tell, like I'm an introvert. If you see me, if you go off my social media persona, you know what I'm saying, about business, but I put that out there like that on purpose, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, for me, it's just it's an expression of let my light shine. You know, that was like something I think as a child, I'm very aware. Like, I don't know, it's like some spiritual shit. Like, I don't know, I'm just very aware. I get hypersensitive to certain things. So like, as a kid, I think I peeped early, which is the title of my book, like Keep Your Colors, about like how we can compromise our light just going through this world, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's like, that's who I am. So if somebody asks who Justin, he's simply like trying to be a personification of light. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear instruction, like how I got into the book, like that's just simply trying to hold my light. And if God say that's what you gotta do to continue to let your light shine, that's what I gotta do. But what I didn't realize about this year is that he gonna take you through some fire. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta talk. Hold on, before we get to the fire. I ain't even gonna get to the fire yet. Hold on, I ain't gonna get to the fire yet. But I do, because I really want to get into that, because I don't think people really understand what it means when you say transformative. That means the old you has to die. So I know we gonna unpack that.
Yeah.
But how did we get from keep your colors in your head when you were working that with that client to you got a published book? First of all, this book looks good. It's not in no papers that you got and staple them together. Bam, got a book.
The whole time. That's the second version though. So the first one, like this version up here, I went through a publication company, and then when I started making bread off my book, and I started seeing how much they was taking out, that's when I realized I had to switch up game. So I ended up basically switching companies, kind of doing it like a real self-published way. Like I went overseas, like that's overseas type, like, you know what I'm saying, quality right there. And the whole time I ended up paying, like, the price came out better to go overseas and get a bulk versus like going through, you know what I'm saying, the publication company. So I appreciate you for acknowledging, you know, the quality.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, I remember when you first brought it out. I remember when you were first talking about it. And I just thought that was so cool, because I'm like, a lot of people don't think about the babies. You know, and of course, especially most people do, especially if you do have kids, you're active in your children's life. You know that you need things for your kids. You need some things to entertain them.
Right.
And I ain't being shady about the tablets or nothing like that, but sometimes they need something different than that. They need to put their physical hands on physical book, turn physical pages like we did in the 90s.
Yeah.
Mama, I want you to read me a bedtime story. This the bedtime story right here. For
and
real.
I think the way it came about is I say for kids, like, the topic could get a little complex, but at the end of the day, I think I structured it to where, like, parents can get something out the book too. Like, it's not just a kid book, like, it's a graphic novel, but like the message just really is what I'm trying to put out there is like just keeping our light. Like you, for instance, like I've been seeing you for a long time, and I already know, like, you know, things don't come easy, but you continue to hold your light. I won't know what's going on in your world, but all I need to see is your light. And somebody like me seeing your light, you give me motivation to keep going. Like, you drop your jackets, your bombers and stuff like that. Like, shit, we just don't know, like, in those moments, like, how synchronicity works. Mm-hmm. And how, like, if you don't go your hardest and allow your light to shine bright, you're not only hurting you hurting somebody else that need to see it. You feel me? Yeah, so books, speaking, that's just how it flow. That's how everything came about, for sure.
And then that's definitely needed. You talking about my bomber? What's going on with this right here?
Man, I always got my hand in something with the, you know, with the Diamond Nation. This right here, I mean, y'all call that prototype. I don't really push that like too hard, but I'll say like that's a staple of the brand right there. Like when I put that on, I feel like, hey, back 2020, 2016, 2017, like this right here, like that's my Leatherman right there for sure. But as far as the merch is concerned, like, man, I am like just trying to get systematic right now. But like, if we can get the system, because we are gonna get the system in a way, I just want the merch to roll out like effortlessly. I want to be able just to have the Snatchy brand out there. I want us to be able to get to, you know, the productivity to drop things like this too. Because I like the way yours look for sure, like your jacket hard, but I know you know what I'm saying? Once I get there to be able to do that, I want to be able to push stuff like this too.
What, you know, that's so crazy now that I'm thinking about it, because it started off as the business and then the merch came after. Because I know the merch came before the book.
Yeah.
When did that pop off? Because, you know, I thought to do the same thing. That's, you know, I did translations, the show, and I'm translating the Charleston words and phrases, and then we go into the merch for that. And that's what started the clothing brand. That's another business in itself, too. You didn't even think about that. So what made you like, I'm going to go ahead and go in there, and you keep going, too?
I think everything would just be, like, off the Snatchy brand. Like, I just want Snatchy and the Diamond brand to be out there as much as possible. And that's just one thing I peep. Like, everybody that I see that has a business, they have some type of merch attached, you know what I'm saying? So like, for myself, I like clothes. I'm not like a fashion person, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just like to put on my stuff like I put it on. So when I have people like in public would tell me like my shit hard, that's just when it's like, all right, well, try to do something with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said, just like all in all, that's gonna be a part of everything. Like this whole diamond culture, like the merch, Snatchy, book, speaking, like I'm just working right now to just make that, you know, its own little system in itself, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about the book and everything. I didn't even get into how you started, what you started. How did the name Detailed Diamonds come about? Like, what even got you into detailing?
I mean, honestly, the detailing just came from me just looking how things go as far as like, I've been working since I've been like 12, 13, you know what I'm saying? So like, I want to say making money was easy, but like just having a job and just getting it that way just was, you know? So I feel like at some point, I don't really know, like I had like probably like 2 people, man, shout out to Dreamy Bundle, shout out to Good Lens, you know? Those are the first people I seen like that actually were entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, from that point, I think just really saying I'm gonna step out on faith. Me and my OG, we always used to detail our cars, so you know that just kind of came how it came. You know what I'm saying? And once it did what it did, I mean, attaching Snatchy to it and just really just trying to push it to where it needs to go.
Where'd you think of the name Detailed Diamonds?
I don't know. I think that just came off the cuff. Like, a lot of stuff to me, for real, I don't, like, if it's something that stick with me, it's something that came from, like, I just have to say, like, God, you know what I'm saying? Like, I meditate a lot, and I really try to stay grounded, so I don't put too much thought into things like that. I just kind of let them come, and when they do, I feel like if it resonate with me, shit, it gonna stick, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How are you balancing all of this? And you a dad.
That's like my biggest achievement right there. You know what I'm saying? That's like the biggest achievement. My boy Mari, you know, he behind the camera right now. Y'all can't see Mari. Shout out to Mari. Just had a goddamn kid not too long ago. Proud of you, my boy. But for sure, I've been telling him, like, even that, like, watching him go through, like, the anxiety about to have a kid, like, I had to calm his mind and tell him, like, that's gonna be one of the most rewarding things that, like, you ever get to experience. So, like, when it comes down to being, like, a dad along with everything else that I do, I mean, everything just fit, they fit, you know? I realize that time is your biggest asset.
Mm-hmm.
So, me trying to be the best dad I could be motivates me to be, like, the best businessman I can be, because I need to allocate my time to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it makes me even more strategic. Like, being a dad, I love being a dad, like,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. That's my main motivation right there.
Were you always that, like, thinking that way, or is that something that kind of came about after years of fatherhood?
Man, I think I always been pure to, like, the child in me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, me being pure to the child in me, like, I think just that natural aura of, like, I'm childish sometimes, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? I could be, like, that's just who I am. So, like, I gravitate towards kids. I gravitate towards, like, the nurturing of a kid's mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel real responsible, like, in that, like, you know what I'm saying? So, when it came down to me actually having kids, that's just up my alley, you know? But I would say, like, the whole aura, the innocence, all that of a kid, like, that's just what I love, because I feel like a lot of us lose that, you know what I'm saying, as we get older. So those are one of the things I peep, and it's just, like, for myself to continue to hold my innocence, I watch these kids, because they innocent, you know, by default. Yeah.
So I know we got the books. Are we gonna get a show or something, like maybe in the works a little bit later and all them things? And
yeah, I feel like, man, I'm at a place now where I ain't gonna lie, I'm being real as shit. Like, I'm at a place now where, like, I used to be a real, like, rigid goal setter, in a way to where, like, I gotta have this done by Q1, gotta have this done by Q3, XYZ, ABC. And to be real with y'all, me doing it that way for so much years, it never works out like that.
my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It never worked out like that. So, like, I'm more so right now, I'm leading with my spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this year right now, it came out with the cleanse. Like, I can't, just keeping it a buck with y'all, I can't even tell y'all. If you ask me any question about, like, oh, like, what's to come, the answer gonna be, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know what God placed in my head to come. I just don't know when He gonna, like, bring it in this realm. You know what I'm saying? But what I do know right now is that this right here need to be tamed. So, like, anything that come down to the, like, aura, just, like, business, entrepreneur, making money, physical, just, like, that's, I'm on some different shit right now, because I know that's gonna come about how it's supposed to be. Like, my thing is being grounded right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get grounded, and I feel like once I get grounded how God wants me to be grounded, I'll hear His voice tell me the due dates on, like, things. Like, I got a book right now, like, my second book, like, it's ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Justin Mochi, like, he got the illustrations ready, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but the way God had this year moving, shit, I would think it would have been out by now. Like,
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Just tapping back in with y'all. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for watching this podcast exclusive. Me and Holly worked real hard to get ourselves together to bring this thing into fruition. However, we got a part 2 on the way, coming soon. So y'all stay locked in with the Diamond Nation. If you are local in the Charleston, Somerville area, and you need detailing, paint correction, ceramic coatings, give us a shout. www.detaildiamonds.com. Link will be down below. If you like any of the merch that you've seen throughout this video, from the Snatchy and Friends collection or the Diamond Department collection, link will be down below. If you want to cop the immaculate Keep Your Colors, sold over 3,000 copies nationwide, the link will be down below. Los libros en español también para niños, down below. Sincerely from the bottom of my heart, guys, I want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for making this dream come through. I simply just wanted to bring awareness to mental health when it comes down to us, the strong ones, because a lot of people don't check in on us. Part 2 on the way. Y'all stay locked in until then. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, and stay loving each other, for sure.
Daddy wants cars.